I think we can start. So, yeah, I will introduce ourselves. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining today. I'm Yunji from Asian American Federation. I believe you're familiar with the LinkNYC, but for those who are not familiar, so it's network of kiosks offering the beer service in over New York City, like Wi-Fi and the calling features, and the screen displaying the commercial ads and information. Today, we have a pleasures to of inviting LinkedIn staff who will guide us through the process of application and how to setting up the LinkedIn ads. And there will be a time for question at the end of presentation. Please feel free to share any concerns or question on the chat. And if you prefer Korean to English, feel free to share in Korean. Taewon will be helping you with the translation process. And we will also send you the recording as soon as possible. Yeah. And Francis, floor is yours.
Thank you so much for that warm welcome. We appreciate everyone taking the time out and attending our Link Local training. Just to give you a little bit of background about the program and how it came about, the Link Local program is designed for small businesses. Hold on, I just lost my I'm sorry. The Link Local program is designed for small business owners, merchants, nonprofits, community-based organizations, as well as council members, assembly members, schools, elected officials, and many more. The program is spearheaded by the city, and it involves a deployment of cutting-edge kiosks that provides free high-speed Wi-Fi, digital services, and more across various neighborhoods, which was introduced in 2015 under Bill de Blasio's administration, replacing all of the public payphones in the 5 boroughs. We roughly have 2,000 kiosks across the boroughs, serving all New Yorkers. And we started back in December with another deployment where we are looking to deploy another 2,000 citywide. The kiosk serves as a smart infrastructure offering high-speed Wi-Fi for residents and visitors, contributing to a more connected and accessible city. Each link provides, again, the super fast, free, high-speed Wi-Fi, free phone calls anywhere in the U.S., where many of our migrants have been able to utilize to stay connected with their loved ones. It has a USB port for device charging, and it also has a touchscreen tablet for access to city services, maps, directions, and a 911 emergency call button. We added 2 new features to the tablet over the summer. There's a 988 button that supports mental health awareness, where anyone that's experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, with just one tap, they can get the support and resources that they need. Also, over the summer, we added a code red, which was a heat advisory alert. Anytime there was rising temperatures reaching over 95 degrees, New Yorkers could find a listing of emergency cooling shelters. Now we do have code blue in our winter season when temperatures drop to 32 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. We have a listing of shelters for those that are in need. All of these services that I mentioned are free to use. Each kiosk features a digital advertising offering, a new platform for advertisers to engage with their audience, fostering community engagement by providing information on the interactive screens, promoting a sense of connection among residents. This is a platform we created for you to promote your business, any type of civic engagement you have, community resources, educational programs, community activities, and much more. This is a platform where you can communicate directly to the community. And we are actually helping you advocate your message by displaying them on the kiosks within your neighborhoods to build and strengthen civic engagement. Um, Alba will take it over from here, where she will show you step by step how you can actually utilize the advertising for program. We have a free program, and then we have a low cost program. And we also have promotional monthly promotions that we actually do for our small business and nonprofits. And so Alba will show you all three tiers, and she'll walk you through how you can access the program. Thank you, Alba.
Thank you. Thank you, Francis. Okay, so first of all, I would like to start with what our Link Local program covers. So we do want to help people advertise their business information or events as well. That's mainly for small businesses, small nonprofits, and community groups. So there are a few options, as Francis was mentioning. So we will go over each one. And we can start then with our option number one, which is our Link Local free promotion. So with that option, you are able to advertise your business information or event into links that are selected based on your zip code. So it looks like how you're seeing on screen right now. So at the top, we mentioned whether this is a local business, a local event, or if it is as well a nonprofit. Then we place the name of the business and a brief description of what your business is about. Then we include the address, the hours of operation, and a contact method. So this can be your website address, phone number, or social media handle. And the background color is selected as well directly based on what type of advertising it is for. So these will be placed on two links only. And we will look at later on how is it that you can start the process to apply for this. So let's go over then to our plus option, which is just a little different from the free option. So the plus option actually allows you to add as well your logo or QR code for people to be able to scan it as they're walking by. And in this case, you can actually select the links yourself from any area. So even if my business is in Manhattan or Brooklyn, I can select any link from any other borough. And the difference as well is that in this case, you can do more than two links. So it goes by set of two. So if you select two links, it starts at $100. Then if it's four, 150, and it goes to the max of 10 links for $300. So in this case, you can also select the background color yourself. And that's, the main differences that you will find between the free and the plus option. Now, we also have a few promotions that we are offering to the people that qualify for that month's specific theme. So this works just like the free option. You don't pay for anything, but you will be able to advertise in 4 links instead of only the 2 locations. Everything, is set up the same as the free. You will be able to add your information on the flyer, and we will select the locations based on the zip code. So these are some of the promotions that you will be able to see throughout the months. So for example, this month we're doing bakeries and sweet shops month. So if I have a bakery or sweet shop, I can just send a request over to us and we will be able to provide you with 4 links advertisement. As you can see, we have different promotions every single month. So long you qualify under one of these themes, we will be able to add you onto the promotion. So something else to mention is that we don't do the advertisement only in English. You can actually do it in different languages. So when you are filling out the information to create your flyer, you can place it in any language that you wish. And that way you can have it displayed to the community that you like. And As well, you will be able to advertise your content for 30 days long. So for example, if I send my request and I wanted to start displaying on February 20th, then it will run from the 20th through the next through March 20th, right? So something else is that we do not do overlapping campaigns. So if you have, for example, multiple events throughout the month, we will schedule them in a way that they don't overlap each other. So, you know, if I have something happening the 20th and then the 28th, we will schedule the campaign in a way when the first one ends, then the 21st will be when the next one begins. And that way you can take advantage of the full month's advertisement. And we will do then a walkthrough on how you can send the request. But first, I would like to let you know a little bit of how the process works. So first of all, when you send the request to us, it will take between 1 to 5 business days for us to get back to you. And when we get back to you, we send you basically the confirmation details. You know, where you will be able to see your campaign displayed, when will it start, and as well the creative of how your campaign will look like. In the case of the plus option, since in that case you actually send us the locations that you want and the flyer as well, the only email that you will get really is to proceed to make the payment, and then we will let you know that it's all set and live. So in the case that you have edits, if you maybe already sent the request, but there's something you didn't like later on, that's something we can definitely do for you. So you can just let us know what are your edits, and we will always ask for approval before setting the campaign live. So let's move on then to our walkthrough. So the first thing that you need to do is to go to our website. So this is LinkNYC's official website. Here you can find a lot of information about our links, about our services as well. So we would actually need to go to local information on link. And once you click there, you get link local and art on link. So we're doing the link local request. Art on link is a program for artists that want to display their information. So that's another thing you can do as well. So let's hit on submit link local request. And then here we have the 3 different options that we just talked about. So let's start then with our free option. Now, the first thing that you get here is our eligibility requirements. So as I was mentioning before, this is mainly set for small businesses, small nonprofits. So here it mentions that it's a small business that has less than 50 employees. It must be within New York City because it's a program definitely set for New York City only. And as well, it must not have more than 3 brick and mortar locations. These are basically the 2 qualifiers for what we consider a small business. And then, you know, if you're if you as well have a school or a summer camp, you can definitely apply for it as well. So let's close this out. And then the first question, is your business located within one of the 5 boroughs? So let's hit yes. And here is where you will be able to create your flyer. So the first 3 questions really are for us to be able to get back to you. So what's my name? And then what's my email address? This is super important that it's written correctly because this is the email address we will be reaching you back at. Sometimes it has happened where maybe you type in the wrong email address and then you might not get our confirmation. So make sure that's spelled correctly. And then the business or event zip code. As I was mentioning, your locations will be based on your zip code. So this will be, you know, in whatever area your zip code is. And then here's where you will actually proceed to make your flyer. So I can choose whether it is a local business, a local event, or a nonprofit. So let's leave it as a business. And then the illustration, something that aligns with what you are advertising. So let's say I have a pharmacy. As you can see, the color is as well changing with the illustration. I have cosmetology. So let's leave that. And then the title. So the title is, of course, your business name. So I'm going to put it as salon. And then a tagline. So a tagline can be something that describes your business, or if you have a promotion as well that you would like people to know about, you can definitely include that. So let's say I want to say 10% off for new clients. And then address, hours, and contact information. So as you can see, this has a check mark. So in case, I know there's some businesses that might not have a physical location, maybe your business is online, so you can definitely uncheck the address, hours, or contact information if you actually just want to display your message. So you can remove whatever doesn't really fit with your business. So let's say I just want to put on my hours here. So since it's a business that is online, let's say I'm going to put 24 hours. And then what's my website? So my website, Instagram, or phone number. So you can only select one. So if I know my customers reach out to me more through phone, that's what I'm going to select. If I know it's more something done on Instagram, definitely place your Instagram. I always advise that you place your at the beginning so people have less trouble finding your Instagram. So that's my Instagram, and then the desired start date. So the desired start date is when you would like your campaign to start running. So as you can see, today is the 14th. So the first week is grayed out. That's because, as I was telling you, it will take some time for us to set up the campaign for you. So let's say I wanted to start as soon as possible. So I'm going to select the 21st. Or if I actually wanted to start running until the next month, I just hit the arrow and I'm going to select March 1st. So let's hit continue. And so here's the confirmation details of how your ad looks like. When is my start date and end date? And if I see that there's something I don't like anymore and I want to change it, you can definitely hit the back button and then edit whatever that is needed. So let's hit continue, and I'm going to submit the campaign. And so now we get the terms and conditions. So you can read through it, and once everything looks right for you, you can hit agree. And there we go. So that's how you send your request. From here, really, all you need to do is to wait for our response on your email. All of our emails are sent through our LinkLocal email address. So let's go back then to sending a LinkLocal request. So let's say I want to send instead a plus option, right? So let's hit submit LinkLocal plus option. Here you're going to get, of course, the same details that you got on the previous one. Let's hit yes. And here I'm asked again for my name, my email address. So as you can see, in this case, you are not being asked for the zip code. So that's because you will be able to select the locations that you want. So we don't need your zip code in this case. So let's say I'm advertising an event. And then you select your illustration. Let's say that's pets. And in this case, you can select your background color. As you can see here, we have a few options. So I want it to be orange, red. And then you're going to type in your title. So let's say this is a pet store. And then my tagline. And so I'm going to put on where is this event happening. Well, of course, the exact location, it's best. And then the hours. So at what time will my event happen? So let's say that's happening on February 20th at 1 o'clock through 3 p.m. And then my website, Instagram, or phone. Let's say I don't want to include my contact info, so that should be all right. Now, this is a difference you will see. So you are being asked to upload a logo. That's because with this option, you can add the logo or the QR code. Can only be one of the two. If by any chance you did want to include both of them, I would just advise you to create a single image that includes both. So both the logo and the QR code, because you can upload only one image at a time. So let's choose upload logo. I don't think I have a logo here, so I'm just going to put on a flyer. So here's the space that is designed for your logo. And if you don't like the logo you selected, you can delete it and you can go ahead and upload a different one. And there we go. So let's hit continue. And here's where you will proceed to select your locations. As you can see, I automatically appear on Manhattan, but you can zoom out to make the search faster. So let's say my event is happening in this area. So I'm going to be able to zoom in and out to be able to see I'm selecting the exact kiosk that I want. So let's say I want to select 2 kiosks here. Then I want to select some from here. So you can basically select any area that you like, right? So as you see, they are showing up here on the side. And if you want to unselect them because maybe you picked the wrong one, you just need to click on the same icon and it will go, it will gray out. And you see here the cost is as well changing as I'm selecting the links. So make sure that you're selecting sets of 2, right? To take advantage of the advertising. So as I select another one, it goes to 200, but I can select another one and it's still 200. Now, you're going to select the desired start date. And it works the same then with the free option. You're going to select, the day that you need. So I'm going to select the 21st and then hit continue. And so here I have my confirmation details again. So all of the locations that I want, the start date, and the flyer. You can always go back whenever you want to change something on it. And so here you're getting the conditions, the terms and conditions again. This time we're getting the locations and then the general information. So I'm gonna hit agree. And that sends the campaign over to us again. So with the plus option, it is a little bit of a faster process as well because you already sent us the confirmation for the locations and everything. So really the next step will be just to submit your payment, which you will be able to do when we reply back to you. And then let's go over to the promo. So the promo is a little bit different than the other ones as we will be creating the flyer for you instead. So we do need you to send all of the details that you want included in your flyer. So the first thing you get, of course, is the monthly promotions calendar to make sure that you are seeing a category that you fit in. So let's go next. And here's some information on what you need to qualify or, how the promotions work. So how the promotions basically work is that your campaign will be advertised during that month's promotion. So for example, let's say that I qualify for, let's see, well, I had April there. So let's say I qualify for June, summer camp month. So even if I send my request today, I will not advertise that campaign this month or the next. It will be until June. So we will start advertising that on June 1st. And so my first and last name, my email address, and brief display of how that will look like. So in this case, you will be filling out all of the information instead of creating that yourself. So I'm going to choose this as an organization. What is my campaign for? What is my event's name? Let's say summer camp for kids. So what is my tagline? And then the business event address, hours of operation, then the phone, website, or social media handle. As you can see, all of these are the same options that you would have gotten if you were creating it yourself. So it's basically, the same information that you need to fill out. And then other comments, just something that you feel that we should know about your campaign. So maybe if your summer camp is not really starting exactly June, but maybe a few days earlier, and you want to let us know about that, you can definitely mention that here. And otherwise, you can just leave it empty and then confirm that it's based within the 5 boroughs. And then the same contract for advertisement. So I accept and submit. And so that is how you send the promotional request. So with all of that information, we will be getting back to you as well with the design, with the location, same as the free advertising option. You can always send all of your requests for every theme that you apply for. If you maybe qualify for both, for several promotions throughout the year, you will be able to do so. So this is something that is available all year long. Even if you don't qualify for a promo, you can just send the free request every single month of the year. Just make sure to do it every month, accessing our website and then sending your request over. And so a few things to keep in mind is that we always advise you to send your request at least 2 weeks ahead, just to ensure that we're accomplishing with your desired start date. We will get back to you in 1 to 5 business days. And you should keep an eye on your email, because we will not launch a campaign if we don't have your approval. So make sure that you check your spam box or you check your inbox, and you will be receiving a response from this email address, which is linklocal@link.nyc. And make sure to reply to get it to set live. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us via our email address, which is hello@link.nyc. We will answer any concerns that you may have. We can also contact you via our email address directly. And this is everybody that is part of the external affairs team. So I'm wondering if you have any questions.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And I hope it is really helpful for the small business owner and nonprofit. And also, like, if you like small business owner who don't speak English very well, we're providing the TA service for the Asian and other immigrants like communities. So feel free to reach out to us too. Yeah.
No questions for us? We do have a question. How many times you see the ads? Is it always one ad for a month?
Yes, that's right. So it is one ad for a month. You see, we give a certain time on screen for every advertisement. So, you can actually make several ads and just include them all in one campaign. So, for example, maybe you want to let your clients know, I have a 10% discount, but also I just want to share my business information. You can actually make 2 flyers under one campaign and launch them together. As well, you will be able to see your campaign throughout the day. So the way it works is, you will see all of the ads in rotation. So all ads last 15 seconds every time that is on display. and then you will see it later on. It really varies depending on how busy the link is, as of course, busier areas are more requested by customers. You might see more advertisement there. So it will take probably a little longer to see your ad just because of how many ads are already in the link. So, that's why we advise you, like, you can even pick maybe lower viewer area just to make sure that you're seeing your ad more constantly, but you will see them throughout the day. Oh, and something else to mention is that you also will get an impressions number. So if by any chance you wanted to know how many people were probably seeing my ad throughout the month, you can definitely email us back when the campaign ends, and we will let you know how many impressions you received.
If nobody has, oh, there's someone.
Oh, so the impressions are calculated based on how many times the ad was displayed on the screen, as well as how many people usually go in that area. So, of course, the busier the area is, probably more people will be able to see it. But also it will be displayed less time. So that's something that is mainly set on our system already with the metrics. So we basically get the final number. We also get an estimated of impressions before launching the campaign. So that's also something you can definitely ask for. It basically varies for very little at the end of the campaign. It might be a little less or a little more.
If nobody have a question for now, we can wrap it up. Or any question like you comes like later, like feel free to email me. I can forward to our staff too. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's. Bye-bye.